and I didn't really think much of it, so we just went back to the house.
Alyssa nonchalantly shrugs her right shoulder. Shrugging only one shoulder is considered a modified shrug, or a variant of a natural shoulder shrug. Abnormal movements like this often suggest uncertainty in what the person is conveying. She leans to her left, an additional nonverbal display of discomfort. The interrogator is in the position of power, blocking the only exit. Although she initially appeared comfortable, Bustamante is now attempting to regain her power in a position of powerlessness.
And then started to get ready to go to church, because we have Wednesday night activities.
Okay.
And he came, and he was patting on the door, and he was like, do you know where Alyssa is? Because he couldn't find her.
She begins to nod her head as she speaks. This does not align with her baseline pattern of nonverbal behavior. Something is off. Although we can only speculate, this may serve as a self-pacifying behavior. Bustamante is assuring herself that what she says is believable. Alternatively, Bustamante's head movements could be a conscious or subconscious manipulative nonverbal meant to spur agreement and empathy in the interrogator.
And that's when things started to get, people were like, oh, what's going on? Like, where is she?
Continue to observe all the nonverbal indicators of discomfort that we mentioned previously, but take note of contrasts.
We ended up going to church, and a lot of stuff happened while we were there, because it's from 7 to 8:15-ish. And when we came back, there was 3 sheriff cars in our property, and there was people out searching everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And that's pretty much it. I went to sleep after that.
Okay.
Bustamante says, here. She does not use this consistently throughout the interrogation. It is not one of her baseline tendencies. Because she does not regularly say, this moment is worth noting. It's also interesting to note that Alyssa uses what is known as an exclusion qualifier when she states, that's pretty much it. According to the retired CIA interrogator, Philip Houston, an exclusion qualifier is defined as being a tactic that enables people who want to withhold certain information to answer your question truthfully without releasing that information. Examples of exclusion qualifiers include statements such as, not really, fundamentally, for the most part, probably, and so on.
That's pretty much it. I went to sleep after that.
By stating that's pretty much it, she's technically being truthful, but only by leaving out key details and withholding information, specifically the murder of Elizabeth Olton. When the CIA is interrogating an individual, they conduct both body language and statement analysis. They look for clusters of 3 or more indicators that occur in either quick succession or all at once. This exact moment is the perfect example of what a CIA officer looks for during an interrogation to determine if someone is being deceitful.
That's pretty much it. I went to sleep after that.
When Alyssa states that's pretty much it, there are 4 indicators that occur within just a few seconds. The aforementioned a half shrug of the shoulder, shaking of the head, and then nodding the head. Note how she shakes her head no as she states, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
This is known as incongruent body language, though of course you always want to look for clusters. This particular moment is significant as it's paired with other indicators, including statement analysis. Alyssa employs the exclusion qualifier multiple times throughout the interrogation. See if you can spot the other moments where she employs this tactic and post the timestamps in the comments.
Okay.
Alyssa gives Officer David Rice the outline of her movements on Wednesday the 21st, but 2 things become clear during this retelling of events. Alyssa had come into contact with Elizabeth Olton on the day she went missing, and Alyssa unwittingly places herself in the woods where Elizabeth's cell phone last pinged and where eventually they'll find Elizabeth.